Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Crazy, crazy world we are living in. No kidding. Uh, I mean, it's like, can we just get a break for just 2 seconds? I mean, seriously. I'm sitting here, because you guys know that I film at night, right? Because the house is just way too chaotic during the day. And I'm like, I'm on Twitter, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, wasn't that just freaking special? Osceola County, which is like where Disney World is, right? The Osceola County Sheriff was just arrested by Homeland Security. Yeah, for running an illegal gambling operation that took in more than $20 million. I'm like, oh my God, what? He's the one that's supposed to be enforcing the laws, not breaking them. Okay. So my husband comes over here and he's like, wait a minute, what? Because there's a picture of it. I'm like, yeah, no, there's a video of it. So you actually see him with his hands behind his back getting the silver bracelets on and everything, and a Homeland Security officer arresting him. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell's really going on around here? If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. So that's why I just choose to laugh at everything anymore. I swear to God. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So, what we're going to be talking about today is what was sent in by a community member who happens to be my best friend, and she lives in the UK. And she's like my boots on the ground when it comes to news over in the UK. And so I'm going to tell you what she sent in, okay? And then I also have some videos that I'm going to be sharing with you about what's going on in the UK as well, all right? So this is what she had to say. She said, it's been a while since my last email, but you know how it is. Life gets in the way. Oh, I've got stories. Okay, I got stories. She said I spent 3 days in London last week for a family funeral. Oh, sweetie. I think about you every day. I love you. She said there's so much going on over here and worldwide. It's just too much to keep up to date with it all. Oh, you don't have to tell me anything. Believe me, I know. She said it, and it's all bad news anyway. Some days I really just don't want to hear or see any of it. Yeah. Believe me, if I could just unplug, I would. She said so here's some UK happenings that have occurred over the past couple of weeks. She said, I told you about the cyber attacks on some UK supermarkets. Yes. She said, I received yet another email from Marks and Spencer regarding their cyber attack. However, it wasn't telling me anything new, so I won't bore you with their useless, meaningless details. Although news articles were published saying Marks and Spencer admit that consumer personal data was stolen, but they have stressed this does not include your payment or card details or passwords. Yeah, right. Stop it. She said Mark and Spencer have also said customers will be prompted to reset their password the next time they log into their Mark and Spencer account. She said, I have been continuing to go to my local co-op since they had their cyber attack. I only needed milk, which thankfully I have been able to get every time. However, the rest of the store has been in a sorry state, and it still is. It took them well over a week to be more or less fully stocked with fresh fruit and veg, but the shelves contained dry goods, tins, jars, packets, etc., have been more than less empty with huge gaps everywhere, and even now, all this time later, there are still huge gaps on these shelves. It's certainly taking them a long time to get back to some semblance of normality. It was reported in the news that the co-op has apologized after hackers stole members' personal data, such as names and contact details, but did not include members' passwords, bank or credit card details, transactions, or information relating to any members or customers' products or services with the co-op group. Then after those cyber attacks, the Ministry of Defense also suffered a cyber attack. Really? The hack targeted a payroll system used by the Ministry of Defense, which included names and bank details of both current and some past armed forces members of the Royal Navy, Army, and Royal Air Force. The system was managed by an external contractor, and no operational MOD data has been obtained. It is understood that the MOD has taken immediate action, and the system has been taken offline while investigations are underway. About a month ago, there was a news article concerning Moderna facing suspension from Britain's pharmaceutical industry body after watchdogs uncovered evidence that it offered UK children cash payouts of £1,500 and teddy bears to join clinical trials forbidden under the Medicines for Human Use clinical trials regulations, which prohibit financial inducements to minors. Oh my God. PMCPA found the company guilty of 10 serious breaches of industry regulations, triggering an audit that could lead to Moderna's suspension or expulsion from the ABPI. The manufacturer, which was already fined £14,000 last October for recruiting teenagers through unauthorized WhatsApp messages, and hit with a further £44,000 penalty in February after targeting preteens with adverts. I've not seen any further news or information on this as of yet. Holy cow. The balls. No shit. Oh my God. And she said, and last but not least, for this email is something concerning about Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Yeah, him. A couple of weeks ago, a fire was started in the porch of a home in Kentish Town, North London, which he owns but doesn't live there. One news article stated that it was unclear how the fire started, but police confirmed that the entrance to the terraced property was damaged, but nobody was hurt. In the same street, a car was also set on fire. Another news article reported that the emergency services were also called to a small fire at the front door of a house converted into flats in nearby Islington, a property that is also linked to Starmer. A 21-year-old Romanian man was charged with these arson attacks, and he appeared in Westminster Magistrates Court on Friday to face 3 charges of arson with intent to endanger life, and he is due to appear at the Old Bailey next month. Right now, Keir Starmer is the most hated man in Britain. Oh, do I know that? Yeah. So I'm not surprised if any of his properties are vandalized, set on fire, burglarized, or anything else. He's lucky it was property and not him personally that was attacked. Oh my God, girl. Yes, I know. I mean, well, it's not like he's done anything good. I mean, he's got diarrhea of the mouth. He doesn't have anybody's best interest at hand. He doesn't care about anything about himself. I mean, he's an ass. Okay, so here's some videos that are about the UK. Okay, the first one is about a UK resident who has been updating us about the Liberal government over there harassing him about not having a license to watch TV. And when I heard about this, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have to have a license to watch TV? Well, he has a new update. He got a final letter that the UK police will be getting a warrant to enter his home and with a search warrant and arresting him simply for watching TV. Can you imagine?
This is a letter I've received today in the UK, and they are going to come into my house without my permission. From this letter, are you ready? This is to do with a TV license. You have to have a TV license in the UK. I don't agree with it. This is what they've said. Dear legal occupier, as you have not responded to our letters yet, of course I haven't, you have left us no alternative but to proceed with the final stages of our investigation. This is because I don't have a TV license. An officer has been scheduled to visit to find out if TV is being watched, recorded or downloaded without a TV license. Listen to this. We can apply to court for a search warrant to gain access to your property. It's my house, mate. What do you mean access to my property? An officer may interview you under caution in accordance with the national criminal law. What? Anything you say to the officer may be used as evidence in court. Imagine being in prison. What you in for? Oh, I just didn't pay my TV license. This is real. It says yours faithfully. Well, I have a message for you from yours faithfully, Josh. Lock me up and throw away the key. I'm not getting a TV license. That's what's happening in the UK.
So this next video is of 300,000 Polish patriots in the streets to declare that Poland is a Christian country. In my honest opinion, Britain and the rest of Europe must take note and follow Poland's example. And for our final video, here is the lovely, lovely, lovely Katie Hopkins from That Shit Bonkers Britain. You guys have a great day. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less, and God bless. Ciao.
Breaking news here in Batshit Bonkers Britain, where the Metropolitan Police are off on their annual golf trip to Portugal, or as they call it, the hunt for Maddie McCann. Expect to see some officers looking around a field in Portugal with a wedge, hunting for clues. One thing's for certain, if a regular couple left a 3-year-old kid alone at night to go out drinking, they'd probably still be serving time round about now. And an interim report has been brought forwards looking into the water industry here in the UK. I don't need to see the report, but I could probably summarise it for you. You shouldn't go into an industry, rape and pillage it for profits and not invest in it at all. You shouldn't expect the taxpayer to then pick up the tab for the profits that the investors took out of that company, and you probably shouldn't put shit directly into drinking water. How's that? I didn't charge you a thing. And finally, Greta Thunberg, combo grifter, is off to Gaza. I think that visit's going to go really well for you, Greta, and I wish you all the best with your little scarfy on. I mean, if you're going to combo grift, your climate grift with your Gaza grift, why not combo pride as well? Whip out your pride flag, Greta, while you're there with Hamas and Hezbollah. As a female with a pride flag, I think things are going to go really, really well for you. I probably will see you never again. That's it. That Bonkers Britain.